Ultimate Cityscapes Lawn Care. Good to see you guys back in the channel. So we're going to do an unboxing here. So a brand new Milwaukee M12 2-gallon or 1-gallon chemical sprayer. So I've been waiting for this one since they announced these back in June, I think maybe even early July, and been patiently waiting. Well, it's here. Now I'm going to tell you what my early thoughts are, why I decided to wait on this one and not get something else. So let's get right to the unboxing. Okay, now we got that out of the way. So let's move this up here to talk to me. So why did I get this one? Well, a couple reasons. One, I have looked and I've had the backpack sprayer. I had the My Four Sons. I've had the the typical pump sprayer. I've had the backpack where you constantly have to create the crank. And honestly, it's the problem with the pump sprayers are simple, is that you can't give a constant pressure unless you're constantly doing this, right? So as your flow goes out, it's either going to get weaker or stronger as you pump. You need a consistent spray. So there's lots of applications and why I'm needing this. So the backpack gave way here, oh, I don't know, 5 months ago. And that was the My Four Sons backpack. It was a good backpack. It was heavy. So keep that in mind, that you young guys, of course, you can do that, but if you chemical spray, and whether you use Roundup or all clear or any of the chemicals to get rid of the weeds and whatnot, you still need a sprayer. Now, depending on your application, this is the professional side of the Milwaukee, so it is for the landscapers. So I looked at Ryobi. Yeah, it's a different battery platform. Milwaukee had an M18, which was also a different battery platform than what I have. I have the M12 line. So yeah, I can go in there and they can include the batteries, but then here we go again with all the different chargers, all the different batteries, and all the different things, right? So still had one also this year in the battery platform, but that's $400. I'm not going to spend $400 on a chemical sprayer. That was also a backpack. I don't want anything on my back anymore. So keep that in mind. By the way, this hat, this is from Frank from My Green Lawn. It was a contest that he was having for his 1,000 subscribers. So thank you, Frank. This is a Yard Mastery hat. It was one of the giveaways. I appreciate that. This is should have been a video a long time ago. I apologize, but I'm just getting to it. So thank you, Frank. But as we look at this chemical sprayer, why is this important? A couple of reasons. One, with that, didn't want to buy, the Ryobi, and there's another reason why I don't want to go to Ryobi. So, Ryobi is 45 psi, and the M18 on the Milwaukee was 80 psi. This is also 80 psi. It goes from 20 to 80. You see the little dial here, right? So those are the different settings and different PSIs that you want. So 80 being the longest, and of course 20 is the lowest PSI. So have a typical spray pattern, which is going to be your jet spray or your fan spray. You can change the tip. By the way, this is all stainless steel. This is going to be a pretty good non-plastic tubing. So I can put that, look at that here. There's a handle here, grips in there, you can do that. You want to carry it like that if you want to. You can also, everything's new, stiff. If you look through here, I can go through the nozzle here and all the way down to the very end for, again, storage. So this has two different sizes. The two different sizes, this is a 2-gallon one. You can also buy the 1-gallon one. The 1 gallon was $189. The 2-gallon is $199. Comes with the 2.0 battery and the charger. Now, I don't need another charger. what are you gonna do with them? Because somebody different chargers, but battery is always good. They say you can get 80 gallons of spray out of this M12 2.0 amp hour battery. That's 80 gallons. I'm not doing 80 gallons. And that's one of the reasons why I decided not to go with the backpack sprayer again. Again, a backpack sprayer is 4 gallons, a lot of weight, but you have to look at it where some of it was, if you didn't get the things tight, for sometimes they loose over time, it's all going down your back. It's all going to get liquefied, putting all that chemical on your back. And so I didn't want to do that anymore, just for the weight. And I have gotten my back soaked because I just didn't tighten the connections got loose when you're moving around. So that is one of the main reasons to have that. Convenience of the storage. I mean, look how small that is. Even though that's 2 gallons, guys. The gallon, you have that as well. You'll also have a measuring cup. They give you an extra plastic tip. Of course, the filter for it. Not much to see here. Just all your motor. By the way, that is a brushed motor, not brushless. Keep that in mind. I don't think it's a big deal. Self-contained. Everything's in here, right? We know that the nozzle's going out here. Water's going in here. Nothing special, right? Nothing special. So again, why did I do that? Well, I'd rather carry it than put it on my back, even though I don't really have that many applications. I'm actually going to use 4 gallons for. 2 gallons, yes. 1 gallon is a little bit too short, but you can buy just the 1 gallon containers or 2 gallons and just switch them out all you want. I think they're like $49 for 1 or 2 gallons. So you can have multiple gallons. Your spray head. I struggled here a little bit, and I struggle with all of them, and it doesn't matter. Just it doesn't have to be Milwaukee. It's all thing. It's the polyethylene. I mean, this is a thick plastic. I'll tell you, by the way, it's very thick. But let me get the camera down. I had to obviously put in the markings, right? You cannot. It is so hard to see. I don't think the camera's going to pick anything up. But that's the 2 gallon, that's the 1 gallon, and of course you got in between, and you got millimeters as well. But it is so hard to see the measurements. You actually literally have to mark them. It's so hard to see what the chemical is at as well. So, and that's one of the reasons why I decided to get the 2 gallons, because I'm just going to fill it right to the top every single time. I know what I need to do for my applications, but I don't need the half points, which is fine. I'm never going to do any measurements. It's always going to be per gallon. But anyway, that was really hard, and it still is hard to tell. And it's not unique to Milwaukee. It's a problem with all. Anytime you get a thick polyethylene, it is just so, it's not, you need to mark it up. But that's just true with everything, right? So I'm going to do a test here. I put 1 gallon, precisely 1 gallon in there. And we're going to speed the test up for you guys. But I'm going to see how many gallons, obviously 1 gallon, how long it takes. So I'm going to time it. Let's just get my little timer. So we'll reset it. You can see it's 0, right? So I'm going to hit that button and start it. Let's see if we'll do a camera out here and you'll see it. Okay, we're putting it on 3. We're gonna go. That's shooting pretty far, guys. We're on 80 psi. And of course, you can do a fan spray or jet spray or anything in between. Yeah, the sound's not bad, right? We're at 45 seconds. We're at 45 seconds, 50. but it shoots pretty far. 960. Oh, well, 5985, pretty close. All right, let's see how many gallons. Let's see how much is left. I'll get a measuring cup, and I'll be right back. Oh. I mean, I can almost tell. I mean, it's 0.3 is what they said. I mean, you guys see it right there, right? Let me switch this around to the markings. We started here, we're down here. So 0.3 is pretty accurate. We're not even quite a half a gallon yet, right? Because there's the half mark. There's the half. So that's the liters. So that's 1 gallon, 2 gallons, 1/2 a gallon, and then it's actually right here. So, but I'll get a precise measurement. Be right back. All right, guys. So I had I did it to 1 pint. So there was 4 pints left over. And then you got, I don't know, 1.5 left over. So we know there's what, 8 pints per gallon. So I had 4.5 pints left over. So, yeah, that's what we had left over. So, you know, pretty, you know, you got less than, what, a half a gallon. You're doing 0.3 per minute. So, you know, the flow rate is very good and strong. I think my math is good. So 8 pints per gallon. I had 4 pints and that half a pint left over, right? So get myself over here on the camera. So their markings were 0.3 gallons per minute at the 80 psi. So let me reiterate. Flip this over and I'm gonna get you a close-up. Come on, camera. So at the number 3 setting is 80 psi. I did turn this down here, and of course it did go into low setting mode. So odds are I'm going to be using 3 all the time. That's your power button. This is a cradle for it if you're just kind of walking about, but you know, remember you're sticking this out. So if you want to stick it in for storage, this simply goes down to the hole, which is right here, and then down into, sorry guys, it's one-handed, you know how it goes. so there's that. But you know, I'm liking it, guys. I'm absolutely liking it. So there's no reason. I mean, yeah, is it $200? It's $200 for sure. But I needed the PSI, and only the backpack sprayers currently do that. Your handheld sprayers are only going 45 PSI, and I'm sure at the number 2 setting, it's well, they're going 80, right? 50 and 20, I imagine. I don't know precisely, so don't quote me on this, guys, but somewhere near that. We know that's going to be 20, we know that's going to be 80, so 50, 45. But at 45 psi, that's not a whole lot, guys. That is not a whole lot. 45 psi is no different than, again, like I said, if you hand pumped it. That's how much psi you're getting out. So there are times when you want a good solid spray. I mean, whatever your application is. So if you're doing bugs, I mean, you're going to get up on the eaves, right? So you got to get that distance out there. That's the reason why it's important to get 80 psi. So we're not talking volume here, so forget the volume for the moment. It's the distance. That's why you want the PSI. So it's important to know what you're buying. Yeah, if you're just doing a simple roundup application, 45 PSI is fine. You know, it's going to take a little bit of time to put it all down. At 80 PSI with a nice fan spray, I can put a lot of volume down, sure. And again, it depends on what you're going to use it for. I'm going to have a variety, not just Roundup or ground clear. again, like I said, I'm doing I have to seal coat my patio all the time. It's also cleaning chemical for that white fence, right? So you put a little bleach solution on there, and you don't want to get it onto the grass, as you know, so keep that in mind. I don't know if you actually see it, but it's real simple when you just put a good chemical. You know, look at, see, it's green. I gotta spray it, right? So that's the reasons why, guys, I'm using that instead of I looked into their IOB. I mean, I was kind of desperate back in June when it quit, and that I was gonna buy it, and it's cheap. A Ryobi was 119 bucks. So anyway, that's my review. It absolutely is perfect for me. May not be perfect for you. Perfect for me because I'm already in the M12 outline or battery platform. I already have the batteries, I already have the chargers. The 2 gallons perfect for me. The 80 psi is what I require, what I need. So if you don't need any of those, then go get the Ryobi. Go get a cheaper one. Go get the hand pump if you want. I'm done with all the extra, you know, mechanical devices that you have to prime and pump and keep on doing. No, I just want to spray and go and get my job done, and I don't want to have to work at it, right? That's why batteries are a good thing. So anyway, those are my 2 cents. Jim at Cityscapes. Like, subscribe, give me comments if you like this product, if you have this product, or if you use something else. But this comes in 2. Let me get you the model number. You can't pick these up at any of the stores, guys, at least right now. I mean, I got this. There's lots of different vendors who have it, but it's shipped to you. As of right now, Home Depot carries it, and it's not in any store. So the model is 252821G2. The 1 gallon one is 2528-21G1. So as you can see, those are the model numbers. So I'm not going to read the brochure. You guys can read that, look online. This is just an honest review. I have actually been wanting this for a while. I've seen the specs. I wanted that. So anyway, again, it's just a sprayer, guys. It's find out where your needs are, find out what you want, and works perfectly for me. And look for more videos. So maybe I'll wait for delay publishing this. And so peace.